saying I want to do this, but I know I have to. I know it, everybody. Oh, it's time. We're turning the page on some, oh my goodness, on a lot of things. But from the 39th year to the 40th year, I've got so many goals, so many dreams, and it's a passion project. And you're probably going to figure out in your training, your racing, your FKT pursuits, these little passion projects. So 2 or 3 days ago at this point, we did the birthday mile, ran 4:48, 4:49, 4:40, right around there. It was great. But it was my fastest birthday mile in a couple years. However, I'm not giving up on 4:38, which is a birthday mile that I did 5 or 6 years ago. So I know today at that track, you can see the foothills in the distance. If I drive another 4 minutes, not 5, 4 minutes from that track, I'm at an incredible trailhead where I can go run 12, 13, 15, 17, 20, 25 mile loops from that trailhead. But I didn't do it today. And I'm proud of myself for not going and doing that and reining it in a little bit to recruit those fast twitch muscle fibers, which I'm not a fan of. I don't want to put time and effort into those fast twitch muscle fibers, but I know that I have to. I have to. If I'm going to ever break 4:38, if I'm ever gonna set a PR in the half marathon, if I'm ever gonna do a lot of different goals that I want to in the running world. So as a 40-year-old marathon runner, ultra marathon runner, I'm striving to stay sharp. That's a good word for it. Sharp, sharp, sharp. And so what was today? 5 mile warm up. There it is on your screen. 24 by 100 meters with 100 meter jog. And then about a 2.5 mile cool down. Followed up with the plyometrics, the baby ones at this point. All right, on the box. And it's not a box, actually. It's a stepper. So I'm excited about this stepper, I gotta say. Partially for the trail running, partially just for, again, this fast twitch muscle recruitment, explosiveness. That might be the word of the day, the tip of the day. I'm trying to remain explosive as I enter the 40s, because if I don't, I know I'm not going to be as nimble. I'm not going to be as fast twitch. I'm not going to be as, explosive, as I've already said, but I'm not going to be able to negotiate the trails, but also the push-off power that is required, that I definitely discovered in Jersey City, that is required to keep up with the young guns. Literally at this point, the people that are almost half my age. Not quite, but almost half like some of these guys I'm racing these days are 21, 22, 23, and so that's okay. You don't throw in the towel just because you're racing people half your age. You just innovate a little bit. You try new things, and that's what I'm doing with the stepper, 24 by 100 meters, and I'm very excited. All right, and it's not just going to be short, like that short, although I do believe, I got to say, I'm a firm believer in HIIT workouts. So workouts where you are sprinting for 40 meters, sprinting, and then 10 seconds off. And then, so like even 100 meters, that's not long. Trust me, that's not long in our books for us distance runners. But don't be afraid to continue, if you want to run fast, to continue to pursue these shorter distances, which I'm excited still for 5Ks. The birthday mile quarter pole, I'm gonna do in September. I might even do one in July because I'm this excited about not giving up on going fast. Okay? Does that all make sense? Question of the day. Sorry, I'm gonna say sorry. Anybody under the age of 40, you just listen down below in the comments. If you're over the age of 40, now's your time to shine. What did you change when you turned 40 years old in your training that actually helped? This is a little bit of a, not selfish, maybe it's selfish, question of the day because I'm trying to glean the wisdom from all of you. But okay, we'll say in the 40 to 45 range. All right. So what did you change in your training that really helped you? And not just helped you feel better, but I'm just going to say race faster. Okay. I'm gleaning the information from all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is the question of the day. It was awesome. Plyometrics were awesome. The sprinting was awesome. But I know I'm going to be sore. So that's the trick. And I've read some of your comments a couple days ago. Now it's all about recovery and figuring out, okay, how do we recover from these workouts? How do we make sure that in 2-3 days we can come back and do something that is positive for not only our anaerobic system, but our, yes, fast twitch muscle fibers, our neuromuscular system. Okay, that is what I'm pursuing right now in the studio. All right, comment of the day, Matt, let's go. Let's work together, Matt. All right, I turned 36 later this year. So you're my brother's age. And I'm in the midst of training for my first ever sub 5 mile. Very fast. I ran 5:02 in 2022. So I'm looking to get just a few seconds better. Thanks, Seth, for all you do. You're a real inspiration. Matt, let's go. But Matt, you've got to email me. You've got to tag me on Instagram. You've got to comment below. You've got to let us all know when you break 5. Somehow, let me know because we're going to celebrate. You got this, all right? You ran 5:02 in 2022. I know you can do this, all right? Onward and upward. I could go on and on. It's very exciting, and we just keep trying new ways to train as we progress. All right, we'll turn it to the birthday mile right there. All right, see beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.